All right, welcome to another race preview. We've got the first race for First Rodeo Racing 4. So the 2026 group is getting started early here. We are race 7 Friday, November 14th at 3:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We own 50% of Iron Sharpens Iron, breaking from the far outside 10 post with Louis Saez aboard. We originally had Tyler Gaffleone scheduled to ride us, but he actually jumped off for the horse Jockey Tour Inside on Killjoy, which Brian will talk about here in a second. Overall, we are shortening up Iron Sharpens Iron, so he's going from 2-turn longer races to a 1-turn sprint. And we are also adding blinkers. So adding blinkers, horses almost have 360-degree vision. They've got a blind spot directly in front of them and behind them. So the blinkers shrink that to almost like 180, 90-ish. So usually gets a little bit more focused, a bit more dialed in, which should put Iron Sharpens Iron a little bit closer to the pace. And then Louis Size is a really good aggressive jock out of the gate. So we plan to be a little bit closer than he's been in his previous races, but he fits on numbers. I think we got a decent chance. But Brian, what do you think?
Yeah, yeah, no, I do think it's going to be interesting seeing him shortening back up to 6.5. His only experience here was, I guess, about a year ago, maybe, where he came in third in a 50K claimer. So, I mean, over a year, like lots has changed, but that was one promising thing, at least at the short length. And then the two big dogs in the race, the three big Salt Lick coming out of the three hole. Obviously, shorter races, early speed. Or he doesn't have early speed, but inside post helps these shorter races, just less ground you have to travel. And then Jose Ortiz, if you commonly bet the Kentucky circuit, you're well aware of how dominant he is on those inside posts. So you can never count him out. And then, yeah, the 9 Killjoy directly to our inside. Another, I mean, early speed horse. He's probably going to come out fast, try to dominate the race early, go wire to wire. And with Tyler on his back, like that's also just someone you're going to have to. I mean, that dude can be on a greyhound in a horse race, and you'd still have to account for him.
100%. And as far as the pace narrative goes, Nick DiMartino is usually part of these, but he couldn't join us. He said, good amount of speed in the race, which is good for Iron Sharpens Iron, who likes to come from off the pace. Breaking from the outside in a 6.5 furlong race could be nice. Let the speed clear and move inside to save some ground. Hopefully, it won't be too challenging to get through and to make a run and hit the board and hopefully win. Wouldn't mind a scratch or two to move inside a little bit from the 10 hole. So overall, I personally agree with a lot of Nick's opinions there in terms of the speed. I do think the 9 Killjoy is one that's going to send. I think he is the speed of the speed. So that means I think he's going to be the fastest one out the gate. I think he's going to be the one on the lead that we're all chasing. And hopefully some of these other ones send with him and we're able to come get a piece. I think the 8 will definitely send, and kind of TBD in the others is kind of mixed. Other things to note, like longer shots, I think have a really decent chance here. I think the 7 horse here, an Iowa bred, which is very rare, did not run great last out at Keeneland against 50K claimers at the same distance, but his numbers in Iowa against weaker. So the key thing there is like he's stepping up way up in class, but his numbers in the Magnuson sheets are phenomenal. So at 20-1, I would not mind a flyer on the number 7 Baxter, as well as directly to his inside, the number 6 Charbonnet. That's a horse that has been off since last July, was vet voided, so I might have had an issue of some sort, but the numbers are quite strong there. I just get a little bit wary of a horse in the claiming ranks off a layoff. Usually those horses take a little bit to get into form, so take that as you wish, but you're getting a good price at 12-1. Overall, I think we'll be a decent number. Again, I think we'll probably go off like 5-6-1 if I had to guess, and I'm just gonna bet the homie to win place. What about you, Bry?
Yeah, I think between 5 and 6-1 is probably going to be a fair fair spot for us going up in class, shortening the race, new trainer. We'll see how David and Eric get him tuned up for this. But yeah, no, I think we're definitely live in this race. A couple things do are gonna have to break our way. We're gonna really need to hope that Killjoy takes the early speed, gives us an opportunity to come up late. And then yeah, I mean an Iowa horse, we've seen stuff with Iowa coming down to SEC country and kind of playing their gritty game and giving a lot of the SEC schools trouble. So I mean, I wouldn't count him out because he's Iowa. He's going to be a gritty horse, probably eats a lot of corn. So that's the advanced analytics on this race.
Corn-fed legend. So I typed in the race into ChatGPT, and it gave me, it gave me a pick, but I think it also hallucinated. So take that as you wish because it has the numbers mixed up. It says the most likely winner is the six that I mentioned, Charbonnet, the horse off a layoff. So it also, like, ChatGPT says this is third off a layoff. So ChatGPT is incorrect there, but correct that it has decent numbers. And then likes the favorite Killjoy as well. I'm gonna try to download Claude really fast and see what Claude thinks because I think Claude's more accurate. And if Claude actually gets the numbers right here, I'm canceling my OpenAI subscription and subscribing to Claude live.
Dude, that would be a fun series if we had Claude, whatever Elon's one is name, Gronk,
XAI,
and
yeah.
chat do like live gambling, give them like, I don't know, $100 bankroll or something.
That'd actually be sick. I know I follow some accounts that do it follows the stock market. It gave them all like $1,000 and they're all like just self trading it. So I wonder how it'd work with horse race gambling if we give them the same inputs and see how they would do. I have to do that in a subsequent video here.
Try that. I've done the stock thing. I had an AI bot trade for me,
How'd
but
that
that
do?
was also, I mean, good. It was after COVID where you could have bought anything and made money though. So yeah, I wonder how that would do in horse racing. I know ChatGPT had a thing where it was like it had a block on like the past 3 years, I think, in sports to avoid the whole gambling, but they might have lifted that or someone found a workaround for it.
Well, I also just like I upload photos of the races, so they have the data. Yeah, screenshots of the card. I'm gonna have a hard time adding images.
Well, if you bet on Twin Spires, it also gives. Actually, I could. No, I can't. That's a day of thing.
Yeah, they
But
have
Twin
all.
Spires gives like an AI preview.
All right. It's not easy to add photos in Claude. Oh, here it is. Sorry, I just had to scroll. All right, hold up. I'm uploading the images now. Let's see how she does. Live with Coco Melon. Great. I can see this is a race 7 at Churchill Downs. Already getting things right. All right. This thing's actually fucking dialed in, I think. There's just a lot of data on there, too. It's not perfect.
And I could see how you'd have to format it, or if it doesn't know anything, it's just it can't like account for the. It doesn't really know what the numbers mean. Maybe.
Well, it does know the numbers are. Bro, it doesn't even miss two horses.
What do you think, Dewey? Let's see if we can get Dewey's a lot of crap. Let's do it.
Dewey, what do you think? Claude or your ChatGPT guy, Dewey?
I think he's get the phone out of my face type of guy this morning. This might be a part that we fast forward through.
Yeah, it's
Some
also getting it.
AI editing to go, "Woo."
Yeah, it's also getting it wrong too, but a little bit better than OpenAI, in my opinion.
Yeah, I could fuck around with ChatGPT too, and
Yeah. All right. So Claude says Killjoy is the best speed figure in the field. It's getting the barn wrong, but says the horse is likely to win. Likes our odds based upon our last buyer, and then also likes the number 7, which is Baxter, the Iowa bred. So OpenAI likes my 6 long shot. Claude likes my number 7 long shots. Take that as you will. Um, so yeah, I mean that sort of concludes it. I'm gonna bet Iron Sharpens Iron to win place. Probably sprinkle 6-7 in some multi-race wagers, as well as some exactas with our boy and Killjoy. 6-7. But yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. Look, everybody.
Ooh.
Big first race for those that are new. I think many first races for some owners here. So good luck.